What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I thought I was done for the evening. Lights are out. It's supposed to be time to unwind. No, I forgot. Another clutch of carpet pythons is hatching. Come with me. This one's a little different. You'll see why. So this is a repeat pairing of my striped jungle stuff that last year resulted in not only more striped jungles, but those possible ocelot jungles. Well, I managed to repeat one of those pairings and got a small clutch, 8 eggs, and not all of them went the distance. And the reason why I'm spending a little bit extra time on this one is because I wanted to focus on something that maybe not everybody is aware of. And that is that, in theory, for the most part, good eggs don't go bad. What do I mean by that? I mean, if there's a clutch of eggs and you have a moldy egg somewhere in the middle that's not so easy to remove without possibly risking and damaging the other eggs, what do? I leave them. I let them ride. In theory, those eggs, the embryo may have been there, but it was weak. Maybe it wasn't there. I don't handle every single egg. There's a whole lot of reasons why an egg might die during incubation. That being said, if incubation parameters are right, the egg box environment is appropriate, that one egg shouldn't result in a mass die-off of all the other eggs. And I've got a great example of that right here. So this clutch, again, repeat jungle clutch from Stardust to Racer 5. And what we have are 5 eggs that went the distance. So 5 nice healthy babies. But if I move this little one here, you'll see how disgusting that egg, and that egg, and that egg got. And I mean moldy, stinky, whole hope, blech, gross, just nasty. What we have, oh, we're still in here. This one may not have made it. This one looks like it pipped and didn't make it. But anyway, just goes to show you, good eggs don't go bad. This might have been something unrelated here. So you take the good with the bad. It looks like out of those 8, maybe I'll have half of them. 4 babies will make it probably by the looks of it. And that's all right. You take what you get, right? So I'm gonna get these guys set up and put them away. Next time I pick up the camera, I'm gonna show you guys a lot, because a lot has been happening. I've been away for a while, haven't been filming a bunch, and now I'm playing catch up, getting you guys caught up with all the stuff that's been happening. There's been a lot of shedding action from the Redman clutch, the WP clutch, which is his father, which that clutch is smoke show in its own right. Some huge babies. There's a 38 gram baby in there. That's a massive baby carpet. And then the Citrus Tiger clutch is shedding out. Those 2 little Pos head Xanax are going to take their sweet time, like that clutch seems to do every year for me. So there's a lot of babies. So yeah, stay tuned, because I don't know exactly when this is coming out. We did Pomona, we did the Minnesota trip, and now this. So there's a lot that's going on. And by the time this comes out, who knows what time of, it'll probably be July. But anyway, by the time I pick up this camera tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to show you guys an update on what's going on with a lot of these babies, because it is hands down my biggest carpet python breeding season to date. All right, stay tuned. All right, like I said, a lot has been happening. A lot has been shedding out and changing and growing and getting ready for their first feeding trials. And this right here is a little pure Darwin albino. It's a little female here. See the nice bands there. They're all pretty much banded. There's a few that have a few barren season pattern, almost sort of leaning towards wanting to be striped, but not really. So that makes sense. Both parents are rather banded, so yeah. Beautiful little albino Darwin female here. This right here is a male albino Darwin. Looking very nice. Just wanted to give you guys another example. He was just hanging out perched on the side of his water bowl. Very pretty dude. Alright, now on to the red man sibling clutch. This female here is not going anywhere. I'm gonna select her for stripes, and she's got great color and striping. Yeah, that's a beautiful snake. Now all these babies that I'm showing you have only had their first shed. No feeding trials yet. That will be happening in probably a week or two for most of them. Just a gorgeous looking snake though. An animal this red should retain a fair amount of color after a few sheds even, so I anticipate this to be a beautiful striped high color orange red man female. Alright, let's look at another. This is another wonderful striped female red man to red man sibling animal. I guess it's officially time to call this my own line. This is the red man line. Riley's Reptiles red man line. But look at that thing. Just gorgeous, smooth color. Great striping. Wonderful looking snake. There's another female that I intend to keep. Here's a handsome male from the same clutch. This is another red man to red man sibling, but this guy is a little bit on the darker spectrum of the red tones. Almost more of a maroon, almost to the brown spectrum, but not really. He's beautiful. He has more of the quintessential sort of like banded aberrant look going on, which most of them do. They all, in case you haven't noticed in those first two, have beautiful red eyes. Let's see if I can focus on that for y'all. So, yep. Oop, hit my light. Stunning poplin carpets. Again, because these are from Redman to his sibling, and it's sort of kicking off my own line, I'm going to hold on to all of them for quite some time to be extra sure which ones I keep, and then I will be releasing what I don't keep first crack to my Patreon subscribers, and then if there's anything left after that, to the general public. 15 babies, it should be a fair amount, so we'll see. Okay, so this is an animal from the WP to Autumn clutch, and WP is the sire to Redman. He was a farm-hatched import from Dan Maliri that I brought in as a little red neonate about this size about 10 years ago. He's a stud breeder. You can see where Redman gets his great genetics from. Autumn is another pure popwin carpet that has some wonderful lineage. Whoop, easy killer. Easy lady. Wonderful lineage, has some GQ, het granite, Hannibal, a bunch of things like that in there. And so just made for another great combination of blending some wild caught, sort of imported fresh blood into some nice pure lineage stock. And the results speak for themselves, but they are volcanic. This is a wonderful female. That clutch, I believe, yielded 11 babies. So we'll see what I keep from there, but everyone is going to be phenomenal. Red eyes to this clutch too, so some nice popwins on the year, no doubt. This guy is beautiful. It's gorgeous red and gold color. Huge, robust, nice symmetrical sort of trident head stamp that they're known for. Given his tones, I bet this guy gets some nice contrast, keeps some good orange flames, but has maybe a darker complexion. But they can surprise you. Big, healthy boy. My goodness, look at that snake. If I didn't have so many, I would just legitimately keep them all. They're beautiful to me. Like this never gets old. Every year they just seem to be better and better, more and more red. Every year they're always so huge, healthy, robust. Snake is 30 plus grams as a hatchling. I mean, come on, that's big for a baby carpet. Lots of cool snakes to watch grow and change on the year for sure. So I will be keeping you all very, very appraised of that as best I can in video format here, because this is just eye candy. This is beautiful. It's red and gold. What more do you want? So that's just phenomenal. It's a great looking snake. Alright, this is for all my citrus tiger lovers, my morph chasers, my folks who like the cool morph projects and crosses and interesting stuff. This right here is an albino citrus tiger. So it's coastal and Darwin mix in there. Just look at that snake. Juicy orange. Earlier we saw the pure albino Darwins. This is when you mix that very, very potent and saturated, rich, colorful citrus tiger blood in there. Oh, it's just phenomenal. I believe this one to just be the single gene, no caramel present. Citrus tiger being sort of like a line bred phenotype. It's not a gene, it's not a trait really. And then albino. So gorgeous. This animal is going to have some wonderful white highlights along the dorsal stripe. Yeah, this thing's going to be like orange sherbet. Let's look at a caramel version. Okay, you can already see that there's a lot more orange saturation everywhere. This animal is phenomenal. The striping goes well into the tail, which is hard to do with a lot of these. A lot more orange and pink to the head, less white anywhere. The places that are white are just sort of replaced more by orange or pink. And as they have a few sheds, you can start to see the difference. But this is an exceptional snake. Striping all the way down. Really, really nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous female. I don't know what if anything, I plan on keeping out of this clutch. If anything, like I said. So if there's anything that people have been waiting on, in the next couple weeks, months or so, speak up, because these will be coming available probably in the next 2 months or so. Man, that's a beautiful snake. Now, let's take a look at some of the hets, because the hets are equally as beautiful, saturated, and you can see more of that citrus tiger phenotype a little bit easier. Alright, I believe this is a caramel citrus tiger het albino, and the reason I believe that is because just the extra redness going up the first half of the body. These do have Darwin in them, so they will naturally want to two-tone a little bit more red to the back. The eyes tend to be a little bit more indicative in the caramel, a little just more orange, a little bit more saturated colors everywhere. Caramel itself is highly variable, so yeah, great looking snake though. These change so much with every shed as they get older. You just get some wonderful velvety looks to them. They really glow up nicely. So there's that, you know, very noticeable tiger head stamp there. Clean portholes on the sides. It's a good looking snake. Okay, and this right here I do believe is the citrus tiger het albino without caramel. As you can see, that red tail in there I do believe kind of comes from that Darwin influence, but you lose it right around here, and what you're left with is a lot more of a sort of charcoal and coastal tan color. The eyes are more of a natural like gold instead of that caramely copper color. So I do believe this to be a citrus tiger het albino. And again, wonderful striping, clean sides, nice portholes. This animal is going to be phenomenal. This animal's, yeah, this snake's really going to look good. All that's just going to stay nice and clean, high contrast, very well pronounced. Again, great stripe. Going all the way to the end, barely broken. Just what you want to see. Lovely. Very, very nice. Alright, so like I said, a lot of those babies have just recently shed out. Kind of been keeping tabs on everything. Still have 1 or 2 more to finish shedding out before we have our last 2 clutches of the year hatching out, which should be the zebra clutch and the Reptiles clutch. We do have those 4 jungles that just hatched out that we'll be sort of monitoring, and I'll bring you some footage of those once they have their first sheds, and we'll again revisit that possible ocelot, or as I like to call it, ocelot project, and we'll talk about that some more. If you're new to the channel, that will be interesting to hear about, I'm sure. Other than that, getting ready to start their feeding trials pretty soon. The hognose snakes, I have yet to show you any of those babies. I keep forgetting that I haven't even taken photographs of them, and some of them are on their 4th meals already. Unfortunately, didn't bring any of those to Pomona. I did a quick little poll, and everybody was like, yeah, that's probably a little too soon. 3 to 4 meals isn't quite really worth bringing them. That's a little too early. And I like to trust the response of the public. So if they say that's too early, then I agree with them. Some of them are now taking food off the tongs, and probably by the time you're watching this, a lot of them will be. There's a few little stragglers that are still holding out on me, and I might have to start dipping into some tuna and some of my feeding tricks, but we'll see. And yeah, keep you appraised of everything that's going on. But right now we do have 86 babies on the ground with another 30 plus due to hatch, so it's a big year. Yeah, a lot of gecko eggs still to hatch, lots more coming. It just never seems to stop, and I am not complaining. So I really I'm looking forward to more and sharing it all with you. So with that being said, It was great to see everybody at Pomona. It was a wonderful last couple weeks. It's been super busy. I'm glad to finally get back to focusing onto the animals a little bit here and getting through all the feeding trials and sharing all the grow-ups and glow-ups that these babies are going to go through with you guys. So stay tuned. If you have any requests of animals or clutches you want to see, let me know. Again, once animals are ready, they will go on my website. After the patrons have first crack at what they want, that red band to red band sibling clutch is just not going to be ready at all until next year, because I'm going to hoard it all and just enjoy every moment of those babies until I decide I finally should let a few go. And that's just me. So that's my official line of Papuan carpets. That's the Riley's Reptiles line, the Redman line, if you will. Started from founding stock that I purchased as imported farm hatched babies from Dan Malari, raised those up, bred them together, produced F1s, kept those, raised them up, bred them together. Here we are with the F2s, completely unique to only my own work and creation, hence it's its own line. So that was a personal goal of mine, and I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labors. It's taken about 10 years to get there. So if that's something you're interested in doing, you can do it. You just got to be patient. But with that being said, I am going to get out of here. I'm going to go relax a little bit, take a breather for a few minutes before I have to get back to work. And yeah, it just never ends. But if you love what you do, you're not really ever working, right? So it's love. I enjoy doing it. And by no means am I complaining. With that, go give my sponsor some love. Reptile Husbandry Designs. Use that code RR10 to get you 10% off 3D printed snake accessories and enrichment items like that. Chris is the man. Just be patient with orders. Obviously, a lot piles up, so sometimes it takes a bit to get through it all. So if you've got a backlog, he's making lots of cool stuff. My other sponsor, Reptiles Express. If you're doing any shipping this year, please check them out. They are your one-stop shop for all your shipping supplies, from heating and cooling equipment to boxes to printing labels. And if you're going to be printing labels, use code Riley50 to get you up to 50% off of up to 10 labels per customer. That's going to save you a lot of money on those hiking FedEx rates. It's going to save you a lot of money on both of those coupon codes. So with those discounts, why don't you go over yourself to US Arc and US Arc Florida and get yourself a membership if you're not already a member there. Your membership really matters. US Arc and US Arc Florida are the only lobbying groups of people in the country working to keep unjust reptile legislation or sort of sneaky reptile legislation snuck in throughout the country. They do a lot of fantastic work. They're everywhere. They support us in what we do, so the least we can do is support them. And speaking of support, if you like what we got going on here, want early access to videos like this, information that's going on, baby updates, clutch updates, discounts on merch, this, that, and the other, Patreon's a spot. Riley Jimison on patreon.com. Just type it in, find us there, and join. It's a wonderful community. We've got a Discord going that's very exclusive and a lot of fun. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, again, Riley Jimison on Patreon. I love my patrons. They're great people. Always having good conversations and talks, bouncing ideas off each other. So it's a good core group of folks. So anyway, with that, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for all the love and support. Appreciate you guys watching the videos. Appreciate everyone coming out to Pomona and the Minnesota Herp Society talk last month. And yeah, been a wonderful start to the summer so far. Let's keep it going. I hope everyone's having a great summer as well. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later.